Greetings, I'm online and I'm on the air bringing you guys another art tutorial because I strongly believe that education should be free. In this tutorial, what I wanted to cover was balancing the composition with 3-point partitioning triangles. Now, three-point partitioning. Triangles. Now, balancing the use of space and elements in a composition is a skill technique. There is a general rule called 3-point partitioning. Essentially, what that does is it takes various elements in a composition and balances them with it in a triangular fashion. I shall demonstrate. Let's see. I don't like this thing so long. Let's say we got dude. He's standing up against the wall. Alright. So there's like a wall back here. Right. And over here we've got like maybe a painting or something with like some fancy image in it. And over here we've got I don't know, a small window. Notice the kind of shape that this composition ends up creating. The shape is triangular. The image is balanced because of the triangular shape, the triangular positioning of the elements in that image. You can use like I guess there's a bit of a technique. I think there's like a technique where you can like use different kinds of shapes and incorporate them into your artwork, like things like circles, and triangles, and squares. When you incorporate these different shapes into your artwork in a certain way, they reinforce your artwork. And all these different shapes, they end up, they express different kinds of things, and you can have these things expressed into and through your artwork by using these different types of shapes in your artwork. And I suppose 3-part partitioning is kind of like works under those kind of principles using triangles. Using shapes to reinforce like certain things in your artwork may be related to certain kinds of drawing principles. Principles of art. Now, principles of art is something I didn't want to get into because it's like something that I've never actually heard it taught in school. I've never seen it taught in any artwork, but it's something that I've encountered regularly, so I know it must exist in some form. Even though the form I may know it as may not be the form that other people may know it as. I wasn't really going to get into like principles of art right now. Maybe in a different tutorial. I just wanted to talk about composition. Now, let me come up with a different kind of example. Okay, let's take a look at this image here. This image here also uses triangles. You got like the buildings here. You can make something triangular from two different sides. The buildings over here create one side of the triangle, and it creates a triangular position with the clouds on the far end. Thus creating 3-point partitioning in your composition, in your image. You can do it that way. You can also do something like this. 3-part partitioning in your image. There are a lot of different examples of this that are utilized in various different artwork. It's used in various different forms of art in the past. It's been used over the course of hundreds of years. It's still used today in modern times. It's used in like movies. It's used in all kinds of things. I'll drop some examples. So yeah, it's used in like various pieces of artwork from like the past. Like you can see it demonstrated here in the Mona Lisa. We've got 3-point partitioning for the shape of the figure, of the character, of the painting, painted by Leonardo da Vinci, world famous artist, even after 500 years, still really popular. This is an image of, I'm not exactly certain. Someone please help me out. It's a wonderful painting. I wish I could paint like that. But you see in this other example, it also uses 3-point partitioning. It's even used in graphic design. Take a look at this web page, magazine page type thing. The elements over here and over here and over here are arranged it's using a 3-point partitioning. Even in movies, in photography uses it. Here's a picture of a grandfather, looks like a grandfather, a mother, and a baby. 3-part partitioning. Also in movies, take a look at Lord of the Rings. There's a triangle in here, and there's also a triangle over here. There are 2 triangles here. Wait, I'm gonna open up these images in Photoshop so I can like draw it out for you. Oh, Matrix. Yeah, I'll get to the Matrix guy in a second. Yeah, watch. Three-point partitioning. 3-point partitioning. Matrix guy. Three-point partitioning. 3-point partitioning. And I want you guys to notice something, like what happens when you like put 2 triangles together. You get another shape. You guess where? I guess you can't really see it very clearly here, but there's a square. Like all these things are done on purpose. They're kind of like shapes. They're kind of like colors. They express different things. I don't really have a good reference right now for what like different shapes express. I'm still studying and learning this stuff myself. But if you go onto a website about.com, you should be able to find something that talks about what different shapes express. Yeah, I found the site here. Oh no, what's happening? My about page is broken. Okay, here we go. Desktoppub.about.com. It's got information on like shapes and their different meanings. Maybe I'll like study up on this a bit and build a tutorial on what these different shapes and things express. It's like one of the. It's kind of like a universal thing that does just apply to composition, but can also be used to apply to like many other different things. And that's found in many other different things. I mentioned something about art principles before. Something that like shows up, that's like universal and shows up in other forms of art, to me constitutes as an art principle. It's like a universal thing. That's everything I wanted to talk about in terms of 3-point partitioning in compositions. So until next time, keep drawing and studying and stuff. Enjoy yourselves. Have fun.